If you've ever gone to change a color in Word, you've probably ended up going to more colors and selecting one of these, or going to custom and entering color this way. And then once you've used it, it appears down here in recent colors, which is great. But at the end of a session, those recent colors disappear. And if you want it again, you've got to do the same process. Well, here's a better way. Just notice here on this font color menu, it says theme colors. And that's because if we go to design, those colors are being pulled from the theme we've got selected here. So we could choose another theme, another Office theme that's built in here. And we now notice over here the colors have changed. We could also change to one of the palettes here, but let's say we've got our own brand color palette, and we want to enter it here in Word for us to use and pick from. Perhaps if we're working with a company or a team, we want to control what colors are available. Well, this is how we do it. At the bottom of the color menu, we're going to click custom colors. And you'll notice we have 4 text and background colors to play with, 6 accent colors, a hyperlink color, and then a followed hyperlink color. In other words, once the hyperlink is clicked on, in this case, it's changing colors from a darker gray to a lighter gray. So I'm going to change the name to my brand palette. And let's change this. For my brand palette, I actually don't want an exact black. I'm going to use a slightly off black. So I'm going to enter the hex code in there. I'm going to leave light one as white, that's fine. Let's change that dark number 2 to grey. Another grey for light number 2 as well. Accent 1. Let's enter that in there. Accent 2. Great. Let's get this right colour in there. And you get the picture. Hyperlink, let's change that to my accent number 1, and I don't want it to change once it has been clicked on, so it can stay as a nice red. And let's click save. Now you'll notice that my title, subtitle, and heading 1 and heading 2 have been updated based on my new color palette, because those styles are tied to the color palette. And it's updated the color options we've now got available here. But equally, it's updated a few other places as well. If we go to insert a table, now when I go to edit the shading or the border styles, I've got the same color palette. It's not a different one, it's the same color palette that I've just customized. Same thing happens if I go to insert some shapes. It's now also the exact same color palette to choose from. That's loaded onto my personal user profile. Now, if it is my brand palette, I'm probably only going to want to use that palette going forward. So on the design tab, I've got this option over here of setting as default, and that is the color palette and the theme that will automatically be selected every time I open a new Word document. But here's another tip. If I want to share this color palette with someone else, well, if I share this Word document with them, when they open it, they'll get the same color palette. But I can also go over here on the left-hand side to themes, and at the bottom, save current theme, save it as an Office theme file, and I can then share that with whoever I need to share it with. On the flip side, someone who's then received my theme file can go down to here to browse for themes and load it into their Word. There we are, customizing the color palette in Word. Hope that helps.